Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? It's Lamech with Salah Sports TV. Right back at you. So, as you can probably see, we have that guy on the screen, Terrence Bud Crawford, welterweight champion, WBO champion, uh, on the screen right here. Um, this guy usually doesn't do a lot of talking, okay? Very serious dude. He doesn't really do a whole lot of interviews. He's not really a media guy. He's not real big on social media. Um, the thing he's is good at is knocking motherfuckers out. Not necessarily knocking them out, but stopping them. Like making referees stop the fight, like beating people's ass. That's what he's good at, right? So, on a rare occurrence where this guy stops what he's doing, set up a camera, sit down in front of it, and start talking, I mean, I feel like as boxing fans, we gotta go ahead and just at least hear what he's got to say, right? You hear a lot of people uh, talking crazy about him, right? Saying a lot of wild shit. So let's hear what the man Terrence Bud Crawford has to say. Okay. Uh, I'll fix the first. I'll go ahead and fix the volume. How about that? Let's go.
About to get ready to go live. Well, we already live, but we about to get into it.
As you can see, this guy he's not really big on talking. Like he doesn't look comfortable sitting in front of this camera. He doesn't really like. You can see he really doesn't like explaining himself, but at the same time, he doesn't really have nothing to hide. Like he just he's just a real one. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I get. Like he doesn't look like he wants to do this shit. But he don't look like he's cool with people talking crazy either. So let's see what he let's see what he can come up with.
About to get into it. Yeah. Alright, so listen, y'all. I'm about to give it to y'all raw and uncut. I started talking to Team Spence, I would say, and Al Hamm and them about May, right after his fight, just going back and forth. They sending me a proposal with the interest of a Spence and Crawford fight. We didn't get a contract until August, and it was just kind of like a regular contract. It wasn't nothing. It was initial proposal. It wasn't even a contract. It was a proposal, and Spence, Crawford, the intentions of us fighting. Okay, so we going on the basically the negotiations of what a contract would look like before we actually got the actual contract. Al goes in to saying a guy that I don't know, never represented me, not affiliated with Team Crawford, have no whatsoever place in Team Crawford's, stable, representing me in a contract which I have no nothing upon that I agreed to. So basically, that was a standpoint of what the contract would look like. So basically, I'm talking to Al, and I'm like, Al, come on, man, I don't even know this guy. How can you do that? And he's like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Guy stated he's a part of your team and whatnot, and
They tried him right there.
We going back and forth. I was a good dude, man. I was a, charming guy. He's a cool dude.
He cool.
I kind of like talking to him, but at the same time, Spencer's our guy. I'm not. So of course he's gonna do what's best for, his fighter, his guy. That's like, any other manager / advisor would do. He would do the best for his fighter. So, me and Al, we talks on the phone, I get advice from other guys in PBC. They tell me, be careful, make sure the deal is right. They tell me, make sure you don't get fucked. Just normal things from guys that's in they stable that I'm friends with. I honestly can say I'm friends with. So, we going on and on, and of course me and Al, we going back and forth about, the numbers. We not going back and forth about anything else. We just going back and forth about the numbers. All in all, I have 2 companies, that reach out to me that, wanted to give me and Spence $25 million guaranteed. $25 million guaranteed up front.
Now, you heard what the man just said. He got 2 different companies that's willing to pay him and Errol Spence $25 million apiece, right? But as usual, it's always with this company. Like, I don't know what I don't understand how they do business, man. Like, they turn down so many big deals. Like, they turn down the biggest deals. Like, we watched Deontay Wilder turn down a $120 million deal. And it just only so he can get his ass whipped, like, a couple fights later. For way less is my thing. Like, not for more, for less. Way less. And same thing here. Like, they can't guarantee these guys. They can't guarantee these guys anything. But they're turning down $25 million deals. Interesting. Very interesting.
So, a real guy like myself, I call Spence. Hey, bro, look, listen. You know what I mean? I got this company that's willing to give us $25 million apiece, guaranteed.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I ain't even hating, right? But this company, right? This company gotta be MTK Global, correct? My man, Danny Boy, man. Danny Boy don't stop, and I respect that. Like, this gotta be MTK Global, right? How they just disappear. MTK Global just vanished. Boom, poof. We don't know where they are. Nobody knows where they are, right? We know that Fury was working with them. Crawford started working with them, right? They was doing business. They disappeared, and then poof, we got BLK Prime just out of nowhere with all this money. I love it. If they're gonna give us the fights we want to see, do it, bro. Don't be doing this and start getting in the way. Give us the fights. Pay the money like you're doing. They doing a great job so far. I love what BLK Prime is doing. Um, but I digress.
What's up? What you gonna do? He like 25 million. What about the back end? I'm like, dude, listen. If they make their money back, then we get 80-20. You know what I mean? It's simple math. I said, man, we got people all still in the fight. They got the fire sticks. He laughed. He like, man, I got a fire stick too. I'm like, see? I'm like, man, ain't nobody really buying, you know what I mean, pay-per-views no more. I said, man, we get this upfront money and we good. It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
One thing about this, you can tell he's a real one. He's giving you the whole spiel. You know, like only thing Errol Spence is doing is little like cryptic tweets here and there. He ain't saying shit. He ain't sitting there. He ain't said nothing. He doing the most talking, but really ain't saying nothing. Crawford, here it is. He ain't really said nothing the whole time. But look what he like. This is content right here.
But one thing about me and the difference, I would say the difference between me and the difference between Spence is I'm really my own boss now, and he's not. He got to go through Al. He got to go through, you know what I mean, his team and ask them if he can do certain things that I don't have to no more. Yeah, I might have had to when I was with Top Rank because I was signed to Top Rank and they was my promotional company. So of course I had to go to Top Rank and ask them to get me this fight or do this for me or do that for me because I was obligated to do certain things by their standard because I was signed to them. But now that I'm a free agent and I'm free to do whatever I want, I'm the one sitting at the table. I'm the one that's you know talking directly to these high individuals. Errol Spence not talking to, you know what I mean, Terence Crawford about the fight. You know what I mean? Errol Spence wasn't at the table. Errol Spence can't tell you or show you a contract that, you know what I mean, says Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. You know, that he was there on the negotiations of. He can't do it. You know, so he had to go back and ask Al for permission, you know, if he can, you know, take this big chunk of lump sum of money to fight Terence Crawford. Which he didn't call me back, so I proposed it to Al. I hit up Al. I'm like, Al, listen, you know, man, I got this big hedge fund company out here. You know, they claim they know you. Not one, but two. Not one, but two. You know what I mean? Two companies willing to put 20 plus million in both of our pocket, guaranteed. Al told me straight up, I'm not letting nobody touch this fight.
Now, what the fuck kind of sense do that make? Like, you know, you ain't got 25 million to pay these two dudes. You know what I mean? So basically, like when he says that, when he looks him in the eye and says that, I'm not letting nobody touch this fight. You basically saying, I'm about to fuck you out of millions of dollars. I'm trying to fuck you out of money. Because that's what you're doing. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. All that Uncle Al shit like that. I mean, he's doing that to both of those guys. He can't pay Errol Spence 25 million to fight Terence Crawford. He can't pay his own guys like that. Like, and we're not even mentioning the fact that, bruh, PBC don't even have networks. Y'all gonna have a network after this year? Like, where are you? What network are you even gonna have? Like, who are you to be turning down deals? Like, it seemed like the better play would have been for Al Heyman to say, "Whoa, they got somebody with some money. Okay, well, let me see if I can sell the rights to this fight. Then let me see if I can sell the rights to it. See if I can get it a bag. I mean, we could use it. Like, he ain't even interested in that. Maybe it's because he knows where it's coming from. Maybe, right? Very, very interesting.
Like, all right, cool. But I'm like, why? He like, why would you want to put a ceiling on yourself? Why you want to put a cap on yourself? I'm like, well, that's not putting a cap on myself. If this company is taking a risk, then risk, high risk, high reward. If that's the case, I can't seem to see a fight that's been doing millions, since Floyd and them. So, that was an altercation, I asked Al, I said, since this fight is dragging on with me and Spence, and we can't get things together, why don't I come out and meet you with my lawyer and we just wrap it up? Just me and you and my lawyer. Al said, his mother was, not doing too well, and I honor that and I respect that. Family first. I'm a family oriented type of guy, so I know what it is, to, put your family first. So I'm cool with that. But then again, as negotiations still drag on, and I had stated that I wanted to fight,
but then again,
in this year, I asked Al again because we seemed like we wasn't getting nowhere. So I asked Al. I said, Al, listen, why don't you get Spence and you, since you his representative, and I'll get myself and my lawyer, and we just make this fight. Anything we gotta do, we can do it right there and sign, seal, deliver. And Al told me straight up, that ain't never happened in the history of ever, where two fighters sit down at the table and they come to an agreement and they get a fight made like that. Not even Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. So I'm like, okay, well, it's the first time for everything. I never heard of a fighter ever taking zero guarantee in a fight.
Right.
I never heard of
right.
a fighter of a 4-rounder taking 0% of a guarantee.
Exactly.
That is something that's new to me, but that's something that I was willing to do to make this fight happen. A lot of people, they say, oh, well, Terrence, you ducked, or Terrence, you did this, and you didn't want to fight Spence. I'm the only one that was taking all the risks. I told him, all right, cool. I'll take no guarantee. I'll take, the less end of the money. Whatever it is you want, I'll take it, because that's how much confidence I got that I'm going to beat that man.
That's crazy.
That's how much confidence I got I'm going to beat that man. So, even though I know I was getting fucked in the long run, I just, wanted a little transparency. I said, okay, if I'm gonna bet on myself and I'm gonna go against all the odds, then I wanna, a little transparency. Of course, I wanna be able to write off on, things that's gonna affect my check.
Damn right.
Of course, I wanna see if the numbers add up to what they telling me. You're not gonna go in. It's just simple to me.
None of these other guys that wanted to fight Errol Spence had to go through this. Like we're hearing he's about to fight Keith Thurman next. Watch Keith Thurman not have to go through none of this bullshit. He'll get 50-50. He'll get a 50-50 split, right? It's crazy, man. That's what ducking looks like. Like, this is the most extreme version of ducking that I ever seen in my life.
To think that a person would go in a business with a person 50-50, and this person would tell them, well, you got to give me 50% down, and I give you 50%, and then you say, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you how much we really made, but I'm going to just give you this, you just got to trust me. Come on now. It don't make no sense.
Right.
I never was offered a guarantee, not once. I never, was given anything. But here, you want this fight? We gonna fuck you, and then you got what you want.
That's crazy.
But That's how much confidence and faith I have in myself. You know, I took it all. I took it all. I took the risk. You know, big risk, big reward. That's how I look at it. And I believe in my abilities, and I believe in myself. So I'm like, it's whatever. You know, Errol Spence, he can't say the same. He can't say the same. You know, he on audio, saying Al Heyman gonna make sure he's good. He's in the best position to win this fight. Of course he is.
Ain't that some shit?
You know, you got everything surrounding you.
Big fish.
You know, so people mad at me because Al told me if I don't take this fight, he's just gonna go and Errol Spence gonna make eight figures. He's gonna make 8 figures without me. So basically, he telling me, well, you take this fight or leave it, or you got nothing. Basically, because we've been dragging and dragging and dragging.
Right.
So
he tried to do that on purpose. Stalled him out.
I don't know, like, the type of caliber of people that he been dealing with or they been dealing with. But I'm not the type of guy to just sit on my ass and sit on my hands for no man.
That's
to feed
right.
my family. So you mad at me for taking a fight with a tough opponent. You know, you may not know him.
Right.
But he's a tough opponent.
Yes. Please tell these stupid motherfuckers. It's like they feel like if they don't feel like if these stupid motherfuckers feel like if it's not one of the 3 names that they say on their channel every day, if it's not, you know, one of those guys, if it's somebody from overseas or something, they automatically suck. David Avenesian can fight, bro. He can definitely fight. Like, now he might get washed, but he can fight. Like, tell fucking Spence to go fight him. Jerome Boots Ennis, he was supposed to fight him. He didn't want to fight him. And that's y'all guy. He's supposed to be a monster. He didn't want to fight Avenesian. Like, it's okay if you don't know boxing that well, but like, just stop saying people are bums just because you don't know who the fuck they are. Fuck out of here.
For a bigger purse, a guarantee that I wasn't even gonna get. You crazy in the head. You crazy in the head. So now here we go. You know what I mean? Back to square, you know what I mean, one. Like, what do you really expect? You expect me to be disrespected, ran over,
right,
stepped on, and just sit there and just take it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That ain't even my style. See, me personally, I wasn't even gonna say nothing because I'm not the talkative type. And
right,
y'all pretty much know that. But sometimes, you know, you gotta say what's real. You gotta say what's on your mind, and you gotta stop letting these people just do what they want with you.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people say, well, did he ask to see Bob Arum's books? Did he ask for transparency with Bob Arum? No, he didn't. You know why? A lot of y'all probably don't even know why. But I was signed to Bob Arum. I wasn't my own boss. I was given a guarantee on every single fight,
right,
that I fought for Bob Arum.
No matter what.
That's the difference. That's the difference, you guys. So if you guys can't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You know, so I stated that I want to fight this year, and that was my thing. I wanted to fight this year. So we going back and forth, numbers, boom, 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 boom. So the transparency part, you know, that was the dragger. Where was Errol Spence at? I didn't hear Errol Spence. Where was the tweets?
Right.
I didn't hear the tweets. I didn't see the tweets.
Real shit. That's real. Like, Errol Spence, he was quiet as fuck. The whole time this guy was trying to get the fight made, Errol Spence wasn't saying nothing. Errol Spence didn't come out until the day he announced that he was about to fight Avanesian. When ESPN said he was going to fight Avanesian, that's when Errol Spence came out and started tweeting every 10 minutes. The guy is like, it is what it is. Like we know what it is. I don't know if this dude from the suburbs or what, like Errol Spence, like, and it's cool if you are. I ain't even trying to say that in a bad way. You know what I mean? But like, it's just certain things about body language and like